How's it going, everybody? In this video, we're going to be going over the trick concept called the Grapevine, which was developed by a guy named Nicholas, and I will have a link to his Instagram in the description. So the Grapevine is going to look more or less something like this. This is the hand position that is classified as a grapevine. How you get into it is the variations of the grapevine. So I'll be showing you several versions of how to get into this. Okay, so the first way you can get into the grapevine is by doing an index roll and intercepting the bead during the roll. This is the way that Nicholas initially figured out how to do the grapevine, and it's also the way that I am the worst at, so I'm going to have some trouble showing you exactly, right? So the way to do this is you're going to do an index roll where your fingers are tucked in, and you kind of want to pull this bead in a little bit with your middle finger right from this grip. You're going to kind of do a roll like this, and when you let go of this bead, as it's like pretty much as soon as you let go, you want to bring your middle finger back out to intercept it, and then as you're intercepting it, you twist your wrist up to get into this grapevine position. Okay, and then once you're in this grapevine position, you can stall it for a second, and then you twist your wrist and pull your middle finger down to initiate a downward index roll back into the grip you started in. So a couple tips on this version. You want to almost do a late roll where you let the bead start wrapping a little bit before you let go and do the roll. Also, like I said, you want to keep your fingers tucked in, and that's pretty much it for this one. Alright, so the next version is now the mid anti-spring version of the grapevine, which is going to look like this. And the trick to doing this, right, so you go into your mid anti-spring, which is when you're holding the bead in mid grip, and you wrap around your index finger going out. Once you're here, the trick to getting, you don't have to let go and do anything like the index roll version. You just, well, you do let go of the bead, but as you can see, you're in that position to be ready to swing over and get into the grapevine position. Right, so the beads will switch places. Like, you want the hanging bead, or the bead that's gripped, you want it to come around. Well, okay, so the grapevine position, you want to have one full wrap around your index finger and then one half wrap around your middle finger, as you can see. And what's confusing about this coming from here is that you're already wrapped around the index finger, but you're switching beads, or you're switching the position to get into the grapevine. And I guess the best way to figure this one out is just to practice it, because it feels very intuitive to let go of this bead and then pull your fingers up. And then you're going to get out of it the same way that I mentioned before, where you just twist your wrist and flick your index or middle finger down. Okay, to get more specific with the mid anti-spring, you're going to be intercepting this bead that wraps around your index finger with your middle finger, right? So you're going to have kind of this position before you pull back up into the grapevine position. So this bead that's wrapping around your index finger is the one that's going to get intercepted. So pretty much you go into your anti-spring position and then kind of have your fingers hooked like this, twist, and there you go. And then again, bring your wrist down, and as you're bringing your wrist down, you can also kind of give a little flick with your middle finger to initiate the downward index roll. Okay, and now for the low anti-spring grapevine. So you're going to do the low anti-spring position, right, where you are in low grip, and you're wrapping outward over your middle finger. Okay, and once you're here, you're going to actually start unwrapping the bead so that you're going to start unwrapping the bead and then intercepting this top string with your index finger. So you're going to wrap around to the anti-spring position, let the bead unwrap one half, and then kind of tuck your middle finger in and point your index finger out to get this kind of hook. And then as you're doing that, you're going to let go with your pinky and ring fingers, and you're going to have this kind of hook with your hand all pointing straight down. And so this is the position where your fingers can be then brought up into the grapevine position. Right, so and then you dismount the same way. One more time. Anti-spring wrap, right? An outward wrap over the middle finger. Have your index pointed out like a gun. And then as you unwrap, you pull your index finger in to intercept that string. Your middle finger is going to start hooking. You also want to start hooking your index finger. So you are holding the beads in this position, and then you pull your hand up, and you have the grapevine position where this bottom, or the string is wrapped once fully around your index finger and 1.5 times around your middle finger. And then you twist your hand down and initiate a downward index roll. Alrighty, that's going to be it for this one, guys. I hope I helped explain the concept of the grapevine decent enough. There are definitely more ways to get into the grapevine. I just go over 3 here because they're the only 3 that I know of. But there definitely are other ways to get into it, I'm sure. Conceptually, the grapevine also leads us to believe that there are more styles of tricks like this where you can kind of pull your beads up into a position and stall kind of in like shape or a special way of wrapping, and it's exciting to think that there are more tricks like this out there to be discovered. And with that, guys, happy practicing, and see you later.